Hello my friends, it's Fanny. I'm coming at you today with another BB Best or Detest, and I have to adjust the camera because you saw the side of my bookcase here and I didn't really like that. Anyway, so the BB cream we're testing out today is the L'Oreal Paris Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. I got the color light. There is also a color that's fair, and that might have been a better color match actually, but we'll see. And for once, I reached in like to the bottles behind the front one, so that I could get one with a seal on it, because I've been known to I'm used to the Swedish consumer system where you don't open packages before you buy anything, or perhaps that's just how I was brought up. So most things are sealed even when they're the front product. So I accidentally once bought an open concealer from Shoppers Drug Mart. Yeah, that was pretty frustrating. Anyway, back to this. So it has 4 claims. It has 4 things in one. What? Okay, that's different. See that? Right now it doesn't fit my skin tone at all. That's fascinating. Anyway, it says that it's gonna fingers on this side, sponge on that side. It says that it's gonna smooth the texture, and it's gonna hydrate. It's got glycerin, and a lot of the silicones are apparently skin, not hydrators, skin conditioners. And they work together with other ingredients to make the skin look nice. I dug around for basically all the ingredients because there were a lot that I hadn't read about before, that I hadn't seen. Okay, that just soaked into the sponge, all of it. It smells a little bit like sunscreen, but it doesn't have any SPF claims in it. So I don't know what that's about. It has both methylparaben, which is a preservative and an endocrine disruptor, and I've been talking previously in this series about endocrine disruptors and me being quite skeptical of using them daily in cosmetics products. But this is maybe such a small amount that it wouldn't make a difference. I'm just a little bit wary of them anyway. I think it's smoothed out. It is actually very hard to spot where I put it. I actually have no idea. I think it sort of filled in my pores a little bit on my nose, but there isn't a large difference by any means. Let's aim this spotlight right at my face. Oh, then I used the sponge on my entire face. This is what happens when I talk and do things at the same time. I think I do want to build it up though, so let's try it again with fingers on the side, just to see if that makes a difference. It doesn't have any like special instructions on how you're supposed to be using it or applying it for best results. Oh, okay. So when you rub it, it oxidizes. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh, what did I do? So That's not good. Okay, but can I layer it up with a sponge then? Clearly the application is much softer with a sponge. It has an interesting kind of grainy texture to it. Like it actually... Wait. Did it just flake off on my forehead? If I rub on it, it oxidizes. I just made an oxidized spot on my face. Oh no. Well, I can't wear half an orange face. Let's just work that in a little bit. It's a little bit better. I look kind of tan, but it looks blotchy in the camera. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so back to parabens. They are possible endocrine disruptors, which means that they imitate female hormones like estrogen, and that can lead to health problems if you have a lot of parabens in the cosmetics that you use. Like if it's in everything, that could actually lead to problems. So I would, if you're interested, if you want to go down that route, maybe look at the ingredients list of your stuff, but it can make you disappointed. Like my favorite concealer has parabens, so it can make you go a little bit about your favorite things. Yeah, that helped a little bit. I'm just gonna dot this on my face. And then it also has phenoxyethanol, which is just a preservative. So that one I don't have as much of a problem with. For a while, a few years ago, I was trying to eliminate like as many toxic things in my cosmetics as possible, and phenoxyethanols was something that I targeted as something I didn't want in my skincare, but I kind of given up because it is in pretty much everything. It is in a lot of things, and it's not the worst. It's just a preservative. It has to be toxic, otherwise it doesn't kill little bugs or anything, so it's just something you have to accept. Yeah, this BB cream isn't bad. It has a lot of silicones in it. It has both cyclopentasiloxane and cyclohexasiloxane, and the further you get from cyclotetrasiloxane, which is 4, tetra means a crystallized structure of 4 silicones, the further you get from that one, the less toxic they get. They can, like I spoke about in a previous video, build up in the environment. They aren't broken down. So again, when a lot of products use these these type of ingredients, like I don't really know the effect on the environment over time, and that's something I think that cosmetics companies need to start caring about, because the amount of cosmetics products that we use will actually have an impact, and we wash it down the drain and it goes to the water treatment plant that probably doesn't have the technology to remove these things. That means it ends up in the water supply, and on it goes. I don't want to be a doomsayer, but I kind of think that there's not much thought for the future when these things are formulated. Like they don't think 10 years ahead. Do we really want silicones everywhere? Apparently we do. Because this looks pretty good actually. It doesn't cover much at all when it comes to color. It just oxidized. But that was actually easily helped by rubbing it away with the sponge. It did fill in my pores, like it did perfect, or correct and perfect. Like I think my skin tone might be a little bit more even now, but it's not like, it doesn't look like I put a layer of makeup on. Possibly because a lot of it soaked into my sponge, but like it wasn't that much. So this is interesting. Anyway, also I was going to start talking about the prices of these things. When I looked online, it said $18 Canadian dollars, and the thing is that now it's starting to creep up towards those prices. Before, I have tried to buy the BB creams that are around $9, $10, like around the $10 mark or cheaper. The Rimmel one, for example, was 9 Canadian. But this one, when I looked at it, it was $18, but I got this at Walmart for 15, so I don't really know how the pricing works there. If Walmart is just always cheaper with everything, but I don't feel like they always have the, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so maybe this would be a good primer because like I said, it pretty much removed, and it kind of filled in my little forehead wrinkles here. And my skin was well hydrated from last night, like I put on face oil and everything, so it was nice and smooth and feeling hydrated when I woke up. Maybe that's why it oxidized so badly. Maybe it isn't compatible with oils. Anyway, so you get 30 milliliters or one fluid ounce for $15, and this is way less than you got in the CoverGirl CG smoothers, where you get, oh actually you only get 40 milliliters in that one, so it's not that much more. I think, yeah, the Garnier is the one where you get the most. The natural BB cream, there you get how many fluid ounces? It doesn't say, but you get 50 milliliters, so that's quite a lot of BB cream. I do tend to use quite a lot of that one when I put it on because of its thick texture. This one, which was way flowier, it has a lot of like consistency or viscosity changers among the ingredients. Like thickening agents and thinning agents and stuff like that, I guess, just to get the perfect amount. So it does have vitamin E in it, and I think it says somewhere about vitamin C. No, panthenol, so vitamin E and vitamin B5. It does have one thing that I look at the Environmental Working Group's website to look at the ingredients because they have a very good cosmetics database. And I found one ingredient, except for the preservatives, that had a 4 as a toxicology flag, and it's the perfluorooctyl triethoxylane. And it's a binding agent, so it's something that keeps the product on your face, I think, and maybe keeps it stable in the tube. So yeah, it also has a few other antioxidants, which I suppose are good for the face. It says it's going to improve your skin's feeling condition over time because of the moisturizing ingredients like glycerin. Yeah, it has actually quite a lot of hydrating ingredients, humectants, so that's pretty good. Honestly, I feel like it doesn't look like it did much, and now it's slowly oxidizing on my skin. Yeah, it has a little bit of a yellow tinge. I should probably have gone with fair, but it's like with these BB creams, it's really hard to tell, because should I match it to the side here or the top there. Like it's really hard to tell. And some of them don't even have a good shade range. I might try this again in the fair shade and just rub it in. I'm not sure if it should be applied with a sponge or not. It looks way more matte than I actually like it. I like a little bit more luminosity to my face so that it looks hydrated. Oh, on the camera. On camera it looks hydrated and nice, but with the mirror it kind of looks a little bit dull. So we'll see when I check in tonight and see what I think about this. It has actually started itching a little bit in some places, like around my nose. So we'll see what I think. I don't know what my first impression is. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's the first impression. It could have been worse. Alright, so I'll be back later. Hello! It's time for the check-in. the night check-in. And I can honestly say that I can't wait to wash this BB cream off my face. Because it doesn't look like anything's there. Like, I don't see any significant difference in like the evenness of my skin. I think it kind of hid my pores a little bit, but not enough for the icky feeling of having something on my face. I really don't like that. Many of the other BB creams I tried before, they don't give that feeling, like throughout the day that there's something there. Today, unfortunately, I definitely have that feeling, and I don't like it. So I want to wash this off. It's not bad, but you saw how it oxidized when I put it on with my fingers, so you have to be careful with your application method. It doesn't feel opaque, it doesn't feel like it did anything, but honestly, my skin looks a little bit oily now because it's been really hot today, but it feels dry, like, and it said that this BB cream was supposed to be hydrating. It doesn't feel hydrated at all. It feels kind of crusty somehow. Maybe it was because I didn't rub it in, but if I rubbed it in, it had that oxidation happen, so no. So, it's not terrible, it's not good. I'm gonna start giving a 5-grade rating. So this one gets a 3. It doesn't look too bad, but it also doesn't do much. So, yeah, that's what I had to say about the L'Oreal Paris Magic BB cream. Unfortunately, I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. That's quite common, isn't it? I hope I will find a really good one soon that doesn't break the bank. Okay. If you'd like to support this channel, please check out my Patreon, and I will if you support me there, I will be grateful forever. Please share this video with your friends that like makeup and cosmetics. Like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. Yeah, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!